Is the hottest, newest thing. It's an above ground planter. This one comes with lots of things. It comes with liners and dividers, and you get a shelf for it as well that you're seeing there. And it comes in a new finish today, which is called gray. These are cedar wood. And you can get the natural cedar wood, which eventually will turn gray. But if you want it to be gray right off the bat, we have that available for you as well, brand new today. This veg trug in a different model has been very popular on QVC.com, and it's sold for about $120. Ours today, we brought in a lesser price tag for you, and it's a different model, but still the same brand. So you're getting a nice value on this new one this year. It's on 4 payments of $24.99 and comes with everything you need except the dirt.
That's right.
And your plants.
And your plants.
Is that right, Chris?
That's it. Everything else is here. Now, Veg Trug, this is what we're known for. We're known for raised gardens, okay? Traditionally, when we grew up, my parents had a garden way out there.
Yeah.
You gotta get down on your knees. The critters are fine in your garden. So what Veg Trug has done is all our planter beds are raised now.
Okay.
So it just makes it so much easier as we get older to garden kind of in a vertical position.
Right, and the animals don't get into it either, which is great.
And you don't get contamination from insects and things like that. So everything's contained. So this is our herb garden. It's designed for either herbs or florals.
Okay.
But what we've done here, Carolyn, is we've compartmentalized. Is that how I say that?
That's right. And you have 8 compartments.
We've got 8 compartments, and each one is lined with a felt liner, and these are very, very generous. We're about 10.5 inches by about 7 inches by almost a half a foot deep.
Okay.
So that's going to hold your soil, but because they're a felt material, what it's going to allow is air circulation, but it's also going to allow for water drainage.
That's great.
Which is great. But being a compartment, everything's separated by these little dividers. So if I've got thyme here and parsley here and dill here and rosemary there, they're not going to start to crowd each other. Every one has got its own little space, and that's what we want to do with this herb garden.
That's great.
Yeah,
these are already popular, especially in that natural. So you can take your choice. Again, this one that's not planted, let's just look at this real quick to show you what you're getting. So this was the overhead view that you saw with your 8 compartments. These are little sliding compartments here. You just have to slide these together. There's not a huge amount of assembly on this.
No, there's a few screws, and then the rest of it is just sort of slide things in place, and then these just fit right in.
And then you have your shelf underneath, if we could pan down. It's a really nice looking piece to have out on your deck or patio.
Yeah, because you want to kind of keep your tools, your watering can here, your gloves, everything's nice and handy here. Or you could even put little pots here as well. So this becomes actually a piece of furniture, which we kind of love. And that's why we went with a high-end cedar here. We wanted it to last well outdoors, but we wanted it to look pretty on your deck.
Right, yeah, because you don't want some ugly thing out there, of course.
No.
And it also has little caps on the legs.
That's right.
Which protect the bottoms of them as well.
And off-season, Carolyn, once the soil's out, it's quite light, actually, being cedar. So when it's time to move this in off-season, you can move that around.
Pick it up and put it in your shed or whatever.
And there's not much to it off-season. You could just rinse these. They're just a felt material. So just take a hose to it and then start with new soil next year. I mean, that's the secret to getting good flowers, good herbs is proper soil, keep things moist, and because it's a herb garden, we recommend kind of a natural fertilizer for it.
Okay.
Because this is going right from this garden 2 seconds later, right into your kitchen.
Okay, we don't have a lot of these to go around for the season, guys. There's only a few hundred, and we're already getting limited in the gray ones. So let me mention as well that Cottage Farms and Roberta's will probably be bringing in herbs and things that you can put in here. Or you can also order them from your favorite catalog or get them at your local shop. But here we have an example of an herb garden where you can do parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme. Here's some lettuce.
Yeah, everything's where you need it.
Strawberry plants.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great.
Well, imagine this being right outside your back door, so you don't even have to put your shoes on to go out to the garden to get everything. And it's what you need. I mean, normally you go to the store, I'm buying a bunch of parsley. I don't know if I'm going to need it not till next weekend. It's not fresh anymore. So as soon as I need it, I just snip that off. That's going right into my sauces, right into my soups, right onto my meat.
And as you snip it, it grows back. So you're going to have like this constantly refurbishing itself herb garden here, which is great.
And it's fun. I mean, we wanted to make it fun. We wanted to make it less painful to garden, and everything's nice and contained. So I don't. It's a big planter, but it doesn't take up a big footprint.
Right, and it's not hard to manipulate. Here's some stills to show. Again, plenty of room for things to grow,
Yes.
so that you don't have plants that are crowded, because that's what causes disease and mold and all of that. And the plants don't grow well. They don't get enough sun. They hold too much water.
Yeah.
This has perfect drainage.
Exactly.
It is a great way to, if you want to start your garden in this, and if you have a big in-ground garden, you can transplant it, or just have it here where you can pick things easily and not have to bend over.
Exactly, and it's fresh as can be. Again, with an organic fertilizer, you know what's gone into those herbs. So you've got herbs at your access all season long. And it becomes, again, see, it's right outside
See
her
how
back
she just
door.
carried it over there? It's not heavy.
Yeah, so for our senior folks, it's not that heavy. Once
Yeah.
it's full of plants, pick the optimal spot for
Well,
it.
the dirt is what makes it heavy.
That's right.
So carry it to where you want, fill it up with dirt, do your plants, and look how great that is.
Well, you can get as fun as you want. If you've got certain favorite herbs, if you've got a certain culture that you love these type of herbs or a certain type of cooking, you pick what you want, and it's as fresh as it can be. Or just florals. If you love it just for
Just
florals.
do a flower garden.
Do a flower garden. It's a statement on your patio. Look at that. I mean, that's a sofa table of flowers.
This is super limited now. Frank is trying to give me an update. Sorry, Frank. So we started with 700 of these. In the gray now, there's only 24. In the natural, we have 150. So these are not going to last the season. They're probably not going to last the day. So if you want the Veg Trug, please grab it. It's got great ratings on QVC.com. The other model we had was more expensive, so we made it more affordable this year.
Yeah, we wanted it to be easy, and we picked our two most popular colors.
And this is a great brand of above ground gardening. You can read about them on the internet. They're really popular. So, Chris, thanks for bringing this in.
So
I
much,
don't
Carolyn.
think that you'll be back with it. I'm so sorry, my friend. Maybe not till next year.
Right.
Okay,
Thanks,
stay in the
Chris.
ordering process for our new Veg Shrug Herb Garden planter. Okay. I'm going to put this right here. We're going to move right into our next item. This is a familiar sight. You guys, if you've been watching us, know about the Spearhead Garden Shovel.